Okay, good day everyone, and now let's proceed to our next topic, which is the rabies or yung tinatawag po nating hydrophobia lysa. So first, we need to discuss about what the meaning of the definitions of the rabies. We've talked about the etiologic agent, the incubation period, the different forms of the rabies, and then the pathology and pathogenesis, and then the clinical manifestations, and lastly, the treatment outcome, or what are the treatment modalities that will given to those infected with rabies. Okay, so as we all know that rabies is acute, zoonotic, and life-threatening viral infection transmitted to humans through the saliva of an infected animal. So yung rabies natin is almost always fatal following the onset of the clinical symptoms. So dogs are the most common reservoir for the rabies virus, and dog bites account for 99% of cases in human. So that is zoonotic disease of warm-blooded animals from the dog, cats, bat, raccoons, and others. And then the transmitted to man by bite of the rabid animal. Okay, so first developed the rabies vaccine by Louis Pasteur and Emil Rox, and then the first endemic canine rabies is in India alone in 20,000, so 55,000 death annually. So usually there is a human to human transmissions, extremely rarely laman po yan. And the causative agents for our rabies that is belongs to the family of Rhabdoviridae or genus Lysa virus and serotype. But usually we have the rhabdovirus is a bullet-shaped filterable virus with a strong affinity to the central nervous system. So this is sensitive to sunlight, ultraviolet light, or either formalin, mercury, and nitric acid, and it is resistant to phenol, mertiolate, and common antibacterial agents. Okay, so this is the rhabdovirus. Okay, as you can see on the screen. Okay, so there are types of rabies virus. We have the street virus and the pigs virus. In the street virus, that is the virus that is recovered from naturally occurring cases of rabies. While in the pigs virus, that is a virus which has a short, fixed, and reproducible incubation period. So, ang pinagkaibahan lang naman mga yan anak kapag si street virus that is found in saliva of infected animal, while in the pigs virus that is a repeated culture of brain of rabbits. So, yan po yung forms natin ng ating types of rabies virus. And yung picture nila on the street rabies that is produced by negri bodies, while on the other hand, it does not form from negri bodies. Ang incubation period natin from street virus, we have 20 to 60 days, while on the other, between 4 to 6 days lang naman po siya. Okay, so yan po yung pinagkaibahan po ng dalawa nating types of virus. Okay, punta naman tayo doon sa incubation period niya. That is usually the incubation period that is 1 week to 7.5 months in dogs. While in human, that is 10 to 15 years in human. Okay, so the incubation period depends upon the following factors. It can be the distance of the bite to the brain. So the closer the bite to the brain, the shorter the incubation period. Pangalawa natin consideration here is the extensiveness of the bite. So, extensive bites expose more than tissue to the rabid animal's saliva and may influence the viremic load inoculated onto the wound, so that is increasing the risk of acquiring the disease. Number 3 natin is the species of the animal. So, several species of domesticated and wild animals harbor the organism. And fourth one, we have the amount of blood vessels and nerves in the bite site. So, the microorganisms reaches to the spinal cord and the brain through the nerves and the blood. So, lastly, the resistance of the host plays a very important role in the acquisition manifestations of the disease. So this is the sa incubation period depends upon the following factors na sinasabi natin. So kung makikita nyo dyan sa slides natin, that is estimated from 20 to 90 days po yung ating incubation period. So most characteristic of the pathologic findings, so that is the Negri body. So basis for behavioral changes, including the aggressive behavior, is not well understood. So there is also a lack of prominent degenerative neuronal changes has led to the concept of neuronal dysfunction. So that is responsible for the clinical disease in the rabies. Okay, so this is the Negri bodies in the cytoplasm of cerebral Purkinje cells. Okay, so punta naman po tayo sa mga clinical manifestations. So we have, in the first one, we have the prodromal phase, or yung tinatawag po natin the invasion phase. Usually, that is characterized by fever, anorexia, malaise, sore throat, lacrimations, perspirations, irritability, hyperexcitability, apprehensiveness, restlessness, sometimes drowsiness, and then meron tayong mental depressions, melancholia, and marked insomnia. Another, we have the pain at the original bite site, headache, and nausea. And there is a sensitive to light, sounds, and temperature. There is also a pain and ache in the different parts of the body. And paresthesia, numbness, tingling, and cold sensation may be felt along the peripheral nerves involved at the site of the bite. And lastly, mild difficulty in swallowing. So yan lang po yung clinical manifestations natin in terms of prodromal or invasion phase. So meron din po tayong tinatawag na encephalitic phase, or yung tinatawag nating excitement or neurologic phase. So dito, there is a periods of excessive motor activity, excitations, and agitations, and also we have the confusion, combativeness, aberration of thoughts, muscle spasms, seizure, focal paralysis, shortening periods of lucidity, hyperesthesia, and autonomic dysfunction with dilated irregular pupils. There is also here the severe and painful spasm of the muscles of the mouth, pharynx, and larynx during the attempts to swallow of water or foods, or even the mere sight of them. And we have also here the aerophobia or fear of air, photophobia or sensitivity to light. And also here in the encephalitic rabies part, we have the hydrophobia or fear of water. So anong ibig sabihin nun? That is refers to the set of symptoms in the later stages of the infections in which the person has difficulty swallowing, show panic when presented with liquid to drink, and cannot quench his or her tears. Another here, we have also the profuse drawing of saliva or hyperthyroidism, or the foaming of the mouth, violent involuntary contraction of the diaphragm and accessory muscle of respirations, and priapism and spontaneous ejaculations in male. And mostly here in the encephalitic rabies, we have the death may occur during the episodes of spasm or from cardiac or respiratory failure. However, if the patient survives during this phase, he or she deteriorates rapidly and enters the terminal or paralytic phase. So yan po yun. Okay, so yan po yung sinabi natin kanina, the hydrophobia, that is involuntary painful contraction of the diaphragm, and then the aerophobia, that is same feature caused by the stimulations from a drop of the air. Okay, so yan po yun, nandun pa rin po siya yan sa encephalitis phase natin, or yung tinatawag natin excitement on neurologic phase. Ayan, kung makikita nyo, that is example of profuse drawing of saliva. Next, we have also here, we have the episode of hyperexcitability followed by complete lucidity. Yung sinabi ko nga, as disease progress, the interval between them shorten. And there is also the late in clinical course when progression to coma has occurred. And then, the third one, we have the paralytic rabies. In the paralytic rabies, patients become paralytic rabies, or yung tinatawag na nating terminal phase. So, patients become quiet and unconscious, loss of bowel and urinary control, spasm cease with progressive paralysis, and there is a tachycardia, and labored irregular respiration. So, death occurs due to respiratory paralysis and circulatory collapse or heart failure. So, yan po yung usually. So, nagkakaroon po siya ng muscle weakness, or nagkakaroon siya ng placid muscle weakness, or there is involved of the different sensory involvement and lack of cardinal feature. Yan. Kung makikita po natin on your screen, I don't need to explain further. You can see the pace, the typical durations, and the symptoms and signs during that one. From the incubation period to the encephalitic, paralytic, or coma, or days po natin. Okay? Next one, investigations kung paano po natin. We have the CSF. So, there is a mild mononuclear cell plesiocytosis with mildly elevated protein. So, pwede po natin gawin yan para malaman po natin. So, there is also a severe pleiocytosis in the WBC. And rabies virus specific antibodies in CSF suggest the rabies po natin. Another one, we have the RT-PCR application. So dito, there is a highly sensitive and specific in rabies virus detection. So in fresh saliva or skin, CSF, and brain tissues. And next one, we have the direct fluorescent antibody testing. So that is a highly sensitive and specific in testing rabies virus antibodies conjugated to fluorescent dyes or quickly perform and applied to skin biopsies and brain. So yan po yung ating pag-test. Okay, we have also the skin biopsy. Pwede rin po tayo sa corneal impressive smear, MRI brain, and EEG. So, yan po yon. So, sa EEG naman natin, ginagamit lang natin yan if there is non-specific abnormalities. Okay? Okay, the differential diagnosis, we have the GPS kapag nagkaroon po ng paralytic rabies. Okay, so ang symptoms lang niya, fever, bladder dysfunctions, and then there is a CSF pleiocytosis fever rabies. And then we have the rabies hysteria, yung characterized lang shorter incubation period, and that is inability to communicate and aggressive behavior and long course with recovery. Ayan. So, pwede rin po yung allergic encephalomyelitis natin. That is a history of rabies vaccine. And then we have the tetanus. We have the presence of hydrophobia, aerophobia, or pavor rabies. Kaya nga po, di ba, kapag nagkakaroon po tayo or nakagat po tayo ng aso, or we are biting with the dogs or scratching of the dogs, cats, there is a tetanus, anti-tetano vaccine din po siya. And then we have the poliomyelitis. So there is an acute of placid paralysis in one or more limbs with the decrease or absence of the tendon reflexes and without the sensory or cognitive loss. Okay, so sa treatment naman natin mga anak, there is no establishment treatment. Okay, so dito lang naman ang may papayo ko lang in terms of the prevention and control, the eradications of rabies should be on the global scale and should include the measure to prevent and control the disease in animals and wildlife. So number one here is pinaka-importante natin is the vaccinations of all our dogs. And then we have the enforcement of regulation for pick-up and removal of stray dogs. And then we have the confinement for 10 to 14 days of any dog that has bitten a persons. And laboratory facilities for observation and diagnosis. Ang pinaka-importante pa dito mga is public education, especially the children in avoiding and reporting all animals that appear sick. And lastly, we have the implementations of Republic Act 9482 or yung tinatawag po nating Anti-Rabies Act of 2007. So that is pertaining to the responsibilities of pet owners. And Republic Act 8485 or known as the Animal Welfare Act of 1998. So yan po yun. Aside from the isolation in quiet room, kapag ito kasi usually yung isolation in quiet room is for yung very aggressive na yung kanyang signs and symptoms. Sedatives to relieve the anxiety, and intensive respiratory and cardiac support if there is a problem in terms into the cardio. Okay, prevention, sinabi na natin, public health educations or health personnel should wear face masks, gloves, goggles, and aprons. Okay, person having bruises, cut, or open wounds not entrusted to look after the patients. And we have yung tinatawag po natin na pre-exposure prophylaxis. And we have also the uh, post-exposure prophylaxis. So, pag sinabi po natin kasing post-exposure prophylaxis natin, that is immediate treatment or management of the bite victims after the rabies exposure. So this prevent the virus from entering the CNS, and PEP consists of number one, extensive washing and local treatment of the wound as soon as possible after the exposure. Number two, that is the mandatory immunization with effective rabies vaccine that meets the WHO standard. Number three, that is administration of rabies immunoglobulin or yung RIG. Pag-usapan natin yan. And then we have the tetanus anti-serum is infiltrated around the wound or given intramuscularly after giving the negative skin test. So yan po yung ating post-exposure prophylaxis na tinatawag po natin. Okay, so yan. So kung makikita natin, post-exposure prophylaxis, yan po yon, yung sinabi ko earlier. Okay? Yan. So, wash the area of the animal bite thoroughly. So, kapag nakagat po kayo in the running water, you can wash it that. Parang for example, ako, last time ay niscratch lang ako ng dog ko. So, kinakwan ko na po siya. Winawash ko lang po. And then, tomorrow ay kinabukasan, nagpakwan na po ako. Anti-rabies. Okay, recommended for post-exposure prophylaxis the administration of single dose of anti-rabies serum, and also stop the treatment if the dogs remains healthy or proven to be negative for rabies by reliable lab using diagnostic techniques. So if you want to test the rabies of your pet, we have rabies or animal bite center in Santa Barbara that is one to check the rabies of our animals if there is. Okay, so indications of anti-rabies treatment natin if animal shows signs and symptoms or dies within 10 days of observation. So if biting animal cannot be traced or identified, unprovoked bite, all bites by wild animals. So yan, papasok na po yung lab test, which is the fluorescent rabies antibody test or test for negri bodies into the brain of the biting animal for positive rabies. So, yan po yung kwan natin. Example from the preparations, potency, dosage, side effects, and uses. So, you can see on the screen. So, very detailed naman po yung pagkagawa ko ng ating PowerPoint presentations. And then, there are types of rabies vaccine na nakikita po natin. So, that is already flash on your screen. Okay, so these are the intramuscular regimen kung kailan po natin, kung ilang doses should be given based on the standard of World Health Organizations. Ito naman kapag intradermal natin, so there are two sites. Intradermal vaccination has been used in India. So that is endorsed by the WHO Expert Committee on Rabies. Okay, so rabies vaccine in previously kasi there is unvaccinated, so there is a 5 IM dosage. So from day 0, day 3, day 7, 14, and 28. In previously immunized, 2 booster doses lang siya day from 0 and 3 days given. If the pregnancy not a contraindication for immunizations, and those glucocorticoids and immunosuppressants should not be administered during the PEP unless essential. Okay, so these are the local reactions kapag nagpa-anti-rabies tayo. There's a pain, erythema, edema, pruritus, or mild systemic reactions na mangyayari. And also, there is anti-inflammatory antipyretics may be used if you have the signs and symptoms like the fever or headache or pains. So, immunization should not be discontinued ha. Systemic allergic reactions, there is uncommon but anaphylaxis rarely occur. So it should be treated with epinephrine and antihistamine. So risk of rabies development should be completely considered before the decision is made to discontinue the vaccine because of the adverse effect. Okay, so ito naman yung ating human read, or that is a purified from serum of hyper-immunized human indoor. So there is a single administration at the site of the bite. Okay? Ayan. So pag previously unvaccinated, yan lang po. So it's already post on your PPT para very detailed na lang siya. Okay, ito naman yung pre-exposure prophylaxis naman. So yung pre-exposure prophylaxis natin for people with occupational or recreational risk of rabies, including the travelers to rabies endemic areas, have primary schedule. Consists of 3 dosage tayo from day 0, day 7, day 21, or 28. So after 1 month of virus neutralizing titer, yon booster dose, what it is given. So ito, naglalas lang naman siya of, there is an interval of 2 years as long as exposed of persons of at risk. Okay. So yan. So that is the exposure with rabies treatment. Kung makikita po natin. So pinost ko na po dyan para makita po. Okay, rabies in dogs naman po tayo. So, ang incubation period po natin, we have 3 to 8 weeks. So, manifest in two form. We have the furious rabies and when we have the dump rabies. Yung furious rabies natin, that is mad dog syndrome, characterized by the changes in behavior. While in the dump rabies, that is paralytic, predominantly dog withdraws itself from being disturbed. Okay, so in summary, almost uniformly fatal disease. So near-life preventable with appropriate PEP during the early incubations. PEP means that is pre-exposure prophylaxis and post-exposure prophylaxis. Most patients with rabies die within the days of onset of illness, despite of aggressive care in the critical care unit. So rabies vaccine and rig never given at the same site or same syringe. Rabies has no cure but can be prevented. Okay? So, ang World Rabies Day natin, that is, we celebrate every September 28. This day celebrate Dr. Louis Pasteur, Visions of Rabies Free of the World. So, yan lang po yung kailangan po nating malaman in terms of the rabies. Sabi nga po natin, the World Health Organization continues to promote human rabies prevention through the eliminations of rabies in dog bites prevention strategies, and more widespread use of intradermal route for PEP rather than intramuscular, which reduce the cost of cell-cultured vaccine by 60 to 80% but is still effective. Okay? So, yan. Yan po yung ating kwan. So, that is for rabies po natin na tinatawag. So, to sum it up, we always remember that rabies, that is an acute or zoonotic life-threatening viral infections that is transmitted to human through the saliva of infected animals. So, ang etiologic agent natin, wag natin kalimutan, that is the rhabdovirus. An incubation period natin, it should be 1 week to 7.5 months in dogs and 10 days to 15 years in human. Pero it depends upon the following factors of ating incubation period. So, there are forms of rabies na pinag-usapan natin. We have the people with porous rabies exhibit, and then we have the paralytic rabies. We have also the mode of transmissions. Yung third mode of transmission natin, the disease transmitted primarily through the bite of rabid animals. And transmissions can also occur when infectious material, usually saliva, comes into the direct contact with the humans. Okay. So, yan po yun. Okay. And then we have the clinical manifestations na pinag-usapan natin from prodromal or invasion phase, excitement on neurologic phase, or encephalitic phase na tinatawag natin. And then we have the terminal or paralytic phase. And don't forget the diagnostic procedures that we have. The virus isolation from the patient's saliva or throat, fluorescent antibody test, and then the presence of negri bodies into the dog range. And pinag-usapan din natin yung PEP or yung tinatawag nating post-exposure prophylaxis. That is immediate treatment of management of the dog victim or after rabies exposure. And then, pinag-usapan po natin yung prevention and control. The important here is the eradication of rabies should be on the global scale and should include the measure to prevent and control the disease in animals and wildlife. So, yan lang po yung kailangan natin malaman. So, thank you for listening.